What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raise.
The latest phenomenon fascinating Netflix users is the Polish drama 365 Dni. The reason? The chemistry between both leads, Michele Morrone and Anna Maria Sieklucka. Now, let's get into some deleted scenes that would have completely changed the course of the movie if they were used. Also, you won't believe how close Michele and Anna are behind the scenes. "10 hours of filming intimate scenes?" The minute 365 Days was released on the streaming platform, everyone went crazy about it. The story of the film, as you all know, focuses on a businesswoman named Laura who's kidnapped by crime boss Massimo while on vacation in Sicily. He later takes her as his prisoner and gives her 365 days to fall in love with him. So the plot is quite simple yet interesting, but this is not the only reason fans decide to watch this film a couple of times. Oh, while we're talking about this, how many times have you seen 365 Days? Be honest. Now, as we said, the plot is not the only reason fans love this film. In fact, it's what we're seeing in it. To be more precise, the love scenes in the film are so steamy and realistic that it's really easy to believe that what we're seeing is not acting. What's really interesting is that the actors were shooting 10 hours of those steamy scenes, according to Michele. Can you believe it? 10 hours! Here's an interesting behind-the-scenes shooting of the famous scene in the plane. Yes, it's a real plane, and the attention to detail put in the film is clearly a reason for it to gain such success. And yes, that scene in the plane where the stewardess is real. Take a look at how many people there are, and both actors had to do steamy scenes in front of all these people. That must be awkward. Now, here's the beautiful Anna getting ready for a scene. Take a look at it. Now, let's see some deleted scenes from the film and see why the producers decided to leave these scenes out.
Where have you been? Do you have any idea what I've been through?
Laura in danger. As we all know, 365 Days features Massimo Torricelli, played by Michele Morrone, as the new leader of a major Sicilian criminal organization. Then, he sees the Varsovian hotel sales director Laura Biel, played by Anna Maria Sieklucka, when she is on holiday in Sicily, and he simply decides to kidnap her. Damn, this man is simple. And as we previously said, she has 365 days to fall in love with him. If she doesn't, he will let her go. Laura is first neglecting him as any normal person would, but later she's really attracted by this bad boy that we're seeing. The more time they spend together, the more they fall in love with each other, and let's not even talk about the sexual tension. It boils all the time. But here's a scene that could have led to a whole different film if it was used. As you can see, Massimo is yelling at Laura, and it looks like her life is pretty much in danger. Imagine if something happened to her. Imagine the way the plot would have continued if she was injured. Thankfully, the producers decided to leave this scene out, and both characters survived. Hence, we're getting a second 365 Days film. So much fun! There are many behind-the-scenes plots that are posted by fan pages of the movie, and we truly want to include every one of them. For instance, here you can see that the cast and crew of 365 Dni had a lot of fun filming the movies. Also, let's talk about those beautiful destinations. The main locations where the movie was filmed were Warsaw, Mazowiecki, and Nieopolomice, Malopolski. In the film, you can often see Laura and Massimo walking on the streets with a stream of shops on either side. These exotic locations you're seeing are shown so that there is a vibe of power and richness, and as we all know, Massimo is portrayed as both power and richness. You've probably wondered by now whether any of the scenes where both leads in the film are real. Well, a truly dedicated fan shared a live video on Twitter where you can see Michele Morrone explaining the answer to this question. In the video, the interviewer asks Morrone whether these parts of the movie were real, then Morrone laughs and asks her whether she thought they were real. She then responds that the chemistry between himself and Anna looked real in the movies. Then we got the answer to our question, as Morrone confirmed that it was not real and they were simply great actors that knew what they were doing. He also said that this was one of the most common questions he was asked about the film. Well, that's not surprising at all.
What the hell are you wearing?
A couple €1,000 of yours.
Deleted cuddling scene. Let's see, 365 Days is filled with really, really steamy scenes that are really difficult to forget after you finish watching the film. The 2-hour sensual thriller has also surprised fans with its crazy ending, but to be honest, we were more surprised by what we saw during those 2 hours. Massimo says we only slept 1 hour, and we are losing it. Laura wakes up to see Massimo sleeping next to her, so she decides to tease him by taking a shower in his open floor plan bathroom. Then, kind of expected, the man awakes and decides to join her. Then we also have an instance where Laura goes to Massimo's room, and we truly don't know why, but she starts to insult him, and he simply decides to go 50 Shades of Grey style and tie her up. Again, we don't know why, he's simply that kind of guy. Oh, when he ties her up, he gets a job from a woman just for Laura to see this. Weird flex, but okay. And yes, we've previously talked about how real these scenes are. Now, let's see what the producers deleted from the film. You won't believe this. So far, we've talked about how intimate the leads were, but we kind of missed the other form of intimacy. We surely needed more scenes with them being truly close to each other so we can see the love they shared. To be more precise, we don't understand why the producers deleted the cuddling scene. We needed more of them, not less. Also, they look adorable in it, right? But it is what it is.
I think without your permission. Wait until you hold me.
The boat scene. 365 Denis' famous boat scene starts at exactly 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 40 seconds into the film, or 67 minutes into the movie. Long story short, Massimo murdered a gangster who did some pretty awful things to Laura, and she is unintentionally tossed overboard and into the sea. Massimo then jumps and saves her, so when she wakes up, he states that he is thankful that she is alive, and she replies to this by revealing she's only wearing lace panties and reaching for his, This scene is probably the most famous scene in the film for its realistic view mostly. However, it was accomplished. It looks truly realistic. Then everything that happens is just a culmination of the film as Laura and Massimo are officially excited for each other, and they're going to use every freaking thing on the boat to show that. What follows is a marathon of lovemaking. But here's how everything looked like behind this scene. Again, so much attention to detail is put into this film that it's simply unbelievable. Oh, check that horrible weather the crew and the actors found themselves in while filming the famous scene. And of course, they used the drone for it. It's really fascinating that 365 Denis comes from Netflix since the film is ruthlessly uncensored. While other directors are trying to hide as much as possible in their films, 365 Denis is obviously not doing that.
Don't touch me! What are you doing?
Are you guys excited about 365 Days too? Who was your favorite actor from the film? And what would you like the second film to focus on? Let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed our video, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.